So you might know a little underground movie called Raiders of the Lost Ark. Yeah, so I wanted to recreate the melting head effect as seen in the film. And here's how I made it. So first I bought a small plastic skull from Amazon and I glued its jaw open in the position that I wanted it to be. Then I bought some air dry clay and I sculpted a face on top of that, and I used the reference image as seen at the top of the screen as reference. Then once that dried, I moved on to the silicone mold, which was actually the longest and most frustrating part of this whole process, because I had to I didn't have enough silicone to make the mold, so I'd have to keep buying more, and I'd have to keep filling it up, and it just wouldn't be enough, so I had to keep going back, adding more. And then finally, when the silicone covered the whole face, I took the head out of the mold after it dried. As a test, I poured water into the mold and then put that into the freezer, and then when I took it out, I was able to see if all the details were intact, which thankfully they were. So the next step of the process was taking off all the clay from the skull, which actually I hurt myself while doing that. But anyway, I took all the clay off, and then I took crayons, red crayons, and I melted them in a cup, and then I poured the red crayons inside. Once the red crayons hardened, I took the head out of the mold and then started painting it. After that, I put the painted hat I made out of clay onto the head, and now we're ready to melt the face off. I taped the head to a stand and then I positioned the lights and camera in the right place. Then I took a heat gun and I started melting the thing. This process took about an hour to do, and what happened is that I would accidentally hit the camera, which made it not possible to just speed up all the footage in post. So basically I did animation with it. So I took frames from the video and I put it together, lined it up, and that's how I got the final product. If you want to see the final product, check out my newest short film, Wisconsin Johnson and the Lucky Bone. I hope you enjoy.